Yeah, so more so I was just interested in I can make myself have a sharen done, not necessarily that I can change my eye colors, but hey, welcome back to the Too Good For You podcast, everyone. It's the Too Good For You podcast, the only podcast in California. Happy 2024 officially, everyone. Last time we were here, we said happy 2024, but it wasn't 2024 yet. Now it's officially 2024, so we hope everyone has had a good first week of their 2024 year. We hope all of your New Year's resolutions have already failed and you can get back to just being a normal person, because we all know after the first week, there ain't no one on that shit anymore.
I'm on that shit, bro.
What's the longest you've stayed on a New Year's resolution?
On a New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
I've stayed for the whole year.
Like a legit. And
yeah.
What was that?
The gym. That was my New Year's resolution.
To what?
To work out consistently.
To go to the gym?
Yeah, to go to the gym, work out consistently.
Yes.
I mean, that's a decent one.
I guess, yeah.
But as far as like other things?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. First week, that's about it.
Give me 2 weeks at least. Put some respect on the name.
We'll see. But yeah, hi guys. Happy 2024. Shout out to the audience in the back. Appreciate you. Woo! Yeah, we're here. We're back. Starting off the year right. Hope you guys enjoyed our little celebration last week. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do it. How are you feeling? How's 2024 treating you so far?
Bro, I'm happy. Like, I don't know why this year I feel like it's gonna be the year. I always say this.
The year's gonna be your what?
Like the best year of my life, kind of thing. Like fucking changes are happening. Big things are coming up. Mm-hmm. Like I'm ready for it. Mm-hmm. But
okay. Any indications, or you just?
I can't implicate myself right now. But give it a few months, and then I'll talk to you again about it.
Oh, all right. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. 2024. I like a good even number. 2023 was kind of lame number-wise.
Just 23? That's Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You calling his number lame?
Well, it's not Michael Jordan. If the year was 23, then
okay. Real technical.
Years after.
We get real technical. So, okay.
So it was a little different. But yeah, so now we're 24. We're good. Is this a prime number?
Isn't prime numbers? God, am I smarter than a fifth grader? I don't know.
Not at all. If you came here for smart commentary, you're on the wrong podcast, folks. We don't know anything here. But yeah, so it's 2024. We're here. Did you have a good New Year's?
Wonderful New Year's. Celebrated. Actually did countdown this year. Mm-hmm. My body's not used to it anymore, though. I was ready to go to sleep, bro.
Oh, being up past 11 o'clock?
Yeah, I was ready to be in bed. Ready to sleep.
I feel that.
But you?
Oh, it was, whatever. I spent most of New Year's Eve moving, so it was a very busy day of moving.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Audience, please. Woo!
Thank you.
We need cards. We need those cue cards.
Get the light above the applause. Show praise. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's cool. So I was moving most of New Year's Eve, and yeah, spent the started the New Year in a new home. So finish that up this month, but
oh yeah.
That's really it, man. Ain't nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Took a couple shots on New Year's and went to bed.
Sounds like a good New Year's.
That's nice it. Nothing too bad.
Well, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to our Patreon so you could help pay Tyson's bills.
Yeah, pay those bills. But yeah, so it was good. 2024. Dude, I can't even remember what we talked about last week, so I might just read everything that we said last week.
All right, guys, welcome to another Power Hour.
I don't remember what happened, so if you guys are like, you guys already said this, I don't care. I don't remember what happened.
It didn't count. It didn't count.
This is the real first episode of the new year. But, folks, if you guys thought that in the beginning of the new year we would forget our old fantastic traditions. You were mistaken. We are back with a very special guest, Dr. Tanab.
Woo! Hello.
He is our in-home, what's the word for them? Consultant? Therapist? Advice giver?
Yeah.
We're back with Dear Eman from the Slate.com Dear Prudence column. We have some final cutoffs of last year of people who had issues, and we hope Eman can provide some quality comments on what's going on in these people's lives.
Listen to me.
So, shall we get started, Doctor?
Absolutely.
Is it stolen valor to call you doctor even though you're not a doctor?
That's like, I don't know. For some reason that brought up like a dentist, and like they're like, I'm a doctor. And then the other people are like, nah, you're a dentist.
You're saying a dentist is not a doctor?
No, definitely. You go to school for it. You put time behind there. You got money behind it.
Yeah.
You're a doctor.
I could put money behind anything and time.
I wouldn't call it stolen valor. It's not a uniform.
A doctor's not a uniform?
No.
You cannot wear that
a military uniform.
So you wear like a doctor's robe and you're walking, in Starbucks pretending that you have like your blue surgical gloves on and you're like, hey guys,
I need my venti real quick.
My shift is about to start. Can I get my coffee? And they're like, oh yes, doctor. And they give it to you. Like, that's stolen valor.
Is it?
How is that different?
You're impersonating. I don't think it's stolen valor though.
How is that not stolen valor?
Stolen valor, I feel like, has a little bit more oomph to it. There's a little bit more. I don't know the word, but there's a little bit more behind it, packing.
Tell me about it. Why?
All right. Stolen valor, right? That's like you're impersonating members of the military personnel, right? Of any branch. Doesn't matter which one it is. And pretty much you're kind of shitting on them. Like, they're going to war. They're risking their lives.
Not necessarily.
Risking their lives.
Americans have not been in war in a very long time. There are thousands of military people.
But they're being sent out. They're going to different areas. They're going to different countries. Bro, they're on patrols. They're on
plenty of friends.
Send this man to the Middle East. Let's find out. Hold on.
Which one of our friends have gone to the Middle East? I can maybe count on one hand less than that how many of my friends have gone out there.
I got a few. Remember, I was in ROTC. A lot of ROTC guys.
But I'm saying, I also have friends who spend most of their time in the States for their entire 4 years that they were enlisted. So it's like,
that's cool.
If I just say, yeah, dude, I was just in Montgomery, Alabama.
Well, okay, so
all 4 years.
So for those who are serving and in like dangerous areas, whatever, like, and then you have some guy coming to Starbucks in a uniform, expecting a military discount, and that's all he's looking for, bro. That's disrespectful.
But how is that different than wearing a doctor's scrub uniform and going in there and, just being like, yeah, I'm a doctor?
I don't know. You could impersonate a doctor, sure.
But you can't impersonate anyone.
Well, you're not harming anyone at that point. You're not. Okay, you're disrespecting. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Let's rewind this. Rewind. Is it stolen valor? I wouldn't call it stolen valor. I feel like stolen valor only applies to military and like.
Because in the context that there's a possibility that you could be impersonating someone who's fighting.
Yeah.
When 70% of most military people don't ever see combat.
Well, the 30% that do, you gotta put respect on their name, man. But
100% of doctors save lives.
Okay, see, relax.
That's not.
I don't know if it. What's the definition of stolen valor? Let's look that up, and then let's see if I'm right.
Okay, that's okay. You want to look?
Yeah, let's do that. For those that disagree with me, feel free to leave a comment. Let's fight about it.
Okay. So, stolen valor is an American term for the behavior of military impersonators, individuals who lie about their military service. It's one sentence, but
that's all it needs.
But can that be contributed? Can you just say that? Because valor, what does valor mean?
Okay, when a cop pulls you over because you're impersonating a cop, they're not like, that's stolen valor. You're impersonating a fucking cop.
but valor is great courage in the face of danger, especially in battle. So it could it's great courage in the face of danger. Police, firemen, doctors.
Yeah, no, I
any
agree.
job, fucking line workers. um, those motherfuckers that climb the poles to do the fucking thing.
That's why they get hazard pay, bro. They choose to
but
do
that's
that.
dangerous, right?
That is dangerous.
That's great courage in the face of danger.
But that's not
valor.
the definition. The definition is
great courage
in the face of battle.
Danger. No, in the face of danger.
Why did you say battle then?
Comma, especially in battle. Especially, but it doesn't mean that battle, it doesn't always have to be included, because it says great courage in the face of danger, especially in battle. So if it's not in battle, you still have to.
So why does it specifically say military personnel?
That's what I'm saying. That term stolen valor can be attributed to impersonating any one that has a dangerous profession.
Would you say doctor is a dangerous profession? It's dangerous for the patient, sure, but
I mean, not dangerous in the sense of that you're risking your life, but it's one of those things where do you remember that story about that one kid who was impersonating a doctor or a gynecologist? Audience, you remember this guy? Yeah. You remember that guy? You remember?
I remember. Yeah, I know that story.
Yeah, that guy. Exactly.
Pulling it up.
That's what I'm saying, right? So that guy, he's impersonating a doctor who can bring harm to other people. That's dangerous.
But you're bringing that harm.
Okay. But that's stolen. He's stolen valor. Audience has a question.
How about animal control?
That's dangerous.
They got rabies. Find a wild coyote.
Look, if you put an animal control sticker on the back of your 2006 Honda Civic and you drive that around and someone sees that and they call you up and they're like, "Hey, I saw you're an animal, control. Can you come help me?" And they're like, "Fuck it, I guess." And they charge you. But they're not qualified to do that job. That's stolen valor from an animal.
I don't think that's stolen.
Why not?
It's in person. It just. I told you. I feel like there's a little bit oomph behind that meaning, other than impersonating. I think this impersonating and stolen valor are kind of the same, similar principles, but
impersonating can be if you are impersonating a voice.
If you're faking anyone,
a voice, right? Say I have a great Bill Clinton impersonation.
Sure.
And I'm impersonating him over the phone, and I'm like, oh, and then
and you're scamming
someone's
someone.
like, oh my god, it's Bill Clinton. That's not stolen valor. That's impersonating.
Okay.
But stolen valor is being a physical embodiment of something that you're not. Whether it's military, whether it's a profession that you have absolutely no knowledge of, or again, a job that is dangerous, that requires courage, but you are, again, what are those people that do deep sea
diving?
Pipe repair?
Oh, okay, sure.
What if I just grab a scuba tank and dress like that, hop on a boat, and they're like, all right, everyone, who are you? I'm the new guy. You're not. You're impersonating, but you're also
It's not stolen valor though. It's impersonating.
But that's a physical embodiment of you being something that you're not. You're trying to take credit for a job that you have never done, that you have no context about, and it's a dangerous job. So again, in the military, like I said, there's a lot of people who obviously have gone to battle. If I was to say, oh, I'm a Vietnam War vet, then they'd be like, okay, buddy, let's talk about that. You're not. But can I just say, oh yeah, I was in Camp Pendleton for 4 years, and that's where I did my time. I never saw combat. I just hung out. That was just what I did. Then that's still stolen valor, but you're impersonating someone at a lower rank than being oh yeah, I was commander in chief in fucking Nam. And it's no, you're not. You're 27 years old.
Yeah.
How the fuck were you in Nam? So then yeah, but go ahead.
All right. So while you're speaking on that, I was curious as what's the difference between impersonating and stolen valor, right? Looked it up. this is what the first thing that came up, right? In general, it's not a crime to lie about serving in the military just to brag or impress others. Doing so may be morally reprehensible, but the deception isn't enough to find someone to put in the jail. However, stolen valor is a crime, as it is impersonating a military member or officer. So I think it's specific to military. Maybe it was just like a vague definition, but I feel like it applies strictly only to military personnel.
I just think that term can be used the same way that it applies to military can be used to any other dangerous job. Or a job that requires you to like actually like have studied something.
And we're gonna get so many comments from vets just like roasting.
I'm not saying that stolen valor against military is bad. I'm just saying that stolen valor against military isn't
bad.
what it is.
Wait.
Like stolen valor is against military. I agree.
Okay.
But I'm saying you could also just use that phrase or that term to represent other things outside of the military as well. I think you could use that.
Okay.
Because again, like I said, if I'm impersonating a police officer, like, yeah, you can say it's impersonating, but that's still almost an act of stolen valor. Because if going to that full definition, courage in the face of danger, especially in battle. If plenty of cops have seen quote unquote battle in the sense of, you know, they've been shot at or stabbed or stuff like that. So how is that different than being a military and not ever seeing combat? So if you're just like, yeah, I was, you know, in that definition, like if I'm either lying. What was it? It says it's not right to.
It's morally wrong to like brag about being in the military.
Yeah, but it's not. But
it's not a crime.
Crime. But what was the crime?
The crime is impersonating a military personnel or officer, and that's considered stolen valor.
An officer
impersonating a military member or officer.
But that's what I'm saying. How is that? How would those two things different? Because if I lie to you and say, yeah, I'm a military officer. Mm-hmm. I'm still lying to you, but I'm also impersonating as that. So how is that?
You're confused. Wait, hold on. Do it again.
Audience, is this ringing? Like those two sentences mean the same thing.
Military personnel and officers. So, in my understanding, in the military you have different ranks, right? Which earns different kind of respect, which earns different kind of like everything. So if you're impersonating an officer, that's going to be completely different than if you're impersonating like a staff sergeant or like someone that's lower in the ranks.
That was my original thing, which I was saying like, yeah, if I'm impersonating someone who's, you know, private rank 3.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying like that's because who's going to question you if you say that?
I don't think anyone would question you. I think it's the higher members of it.
Exactly. Once you be like, oh yeah, I was fucking what was the I don't know, what was that Confederate soldier, the main guy, General Grant.
Okay.
If I was saying I was General Grant, and they're like, no shit, no you're not. Like you don't have the marks, you don't have anything, but I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just a private. And I'm like, all right, like, but that's still impersonating. That's still stolen valor.
But you're putting in the context that it's a private impersonating an officer?
No, I'm just a normal person.
You normal person.
Why is it like I can say that, right? I'm a private, and that's lying. In the context of that definition, is that lying is okay?
No. Any impersonating of any military
that
member.
That thing just said it. Lying is not the crime. The crime
lying
is,
if you're in the military and you use it.
No, I'm a normal person.
No, okay, that's what I'm saying, but I'm trying to make your point. Mm-hmm. So, if you're in the military and you say you're a private, you're not impersonating no one. Mm-hmm. But if it's fucking you, like, no military background experience, whatever, that you're impersonating no matter what. Whether it's a private or an officer.
Yeah.
You can't put on those, you can't put on, like, the camis, you can't put on the uniform, you can't put on none of that, because you didn't earn it, you know?
So same thing with a doctor's robe. You cannot put on a doctor's robe if you did not earn it.
I think it's much easier to get a doctor's robe.
No, actually, you can go to the Army surplus.
I was going to say, there's Army surplus.
You get an entire setup and look exactly like someone who just got off a plane.
But the thing is, you'll know, or you won't know, but the military members will know whether if you're impersonating based off. Say your hand's off. Say your cufflink is off. You know, they're gonna look at that shit because they're trained to look at that stuff.
What about police officers? What about doctors? What about firefighters? Like, you can still do that. Like, you can still you can get all the gear that these people wear.
Yeah.
No matter what your job is, you can get the requirement, like the fits required for the job anywhere. No matter what it is, army, fucking scuba diver, doctor, fireman, policeman. You can buy that shit online, get it shipped to your house, and put it on.
Yeah. But what are you doing with it?
Walking around like I own the shit. Like,
walking around, so, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought I was going to say, if you're doing it just for, like, the benefits, like, say you go to fucking Starbucks and you get a discount.
Can do that.
No, that's scamming. I think that's a definition of
that's
scamming.
That's stolen valor, though.
I don't know if that's stolen valor, though, but... Maybe,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you walk into a place wearing your greens, pretending to be a military member, definition, that's stolen valor.
Yes.
If I walk into the same place wearing a doctor's robe with a pocket full of pens and I look like a doctor, expecting. Not even like trying to like, hey, do you guys have a discount for doctors? Or like, let's just say like it's say it's like free firemen get a donut or whatever day.
Sure.
I dress up in my fucking not fireman full hazard suit, but I dress up in my blue polo shirt, my pants, and I got my boots on, and I walk in and I'm like, oh hey, I heard it was free fucking donut day for firemen. They're like, oh yeah, where you? Like, oh, I'm at station 16 on whatever. Like, I know the thing. Mm-hmm. That's the same thing as walking in there as a military member and doing the same thing. No. It's stolen valor for that specific branch of line of work.
I don't know.
That's why I just think that term can be used for any, like, really impersonating any sort of
person that does deal with danger. That's your argument.
Just a danger or a job that you have no knowledge of. Again, like we go back to that kid, that kid who was
maybe that's the difference. So you impersonate someone, you have no knowledge of it, right?
Doctor. I have no idea I don't know how to do brain surgery.
Yeah, you're impersonating. Stolen valor is like you're claiming it, like you're like
I can still claim that though.
But the thing is,
you don't know me.
Okay, so say like
me.
The
people in the 90% of the people in the world don't know me. 99% of the people in the world don't know me. So if I'm going around telling people that I meet at the bar, like, oh yeah, man, I'm a brain surgeon. I've been working I studied at Cornell. Like, it was fucking hard, but it's been great. Like, I really enjoy my job. Like, I'm impersonating a doctor, a brain surgeon.
You're just lying.
But how? If I do the same thing, saying that I was in the military, how? Like, what's the difference between me saying that as pretending to be a brain surgeon? And me pretending to be like, yeah, like I went and did, I served time in the military. I did 4 years, and I never saw battle. I just, stayed
no uniform,
here. Huh?
No uniform. No, it matters because if there's no uniform and you're saying it, you're a liar.
But if if
you're in a uniform and you're saying that, that's stolen valor.
So if I'm wearing a doctor's fucking suit and
you're an impersonator.
Why?
I'm just saying that's my definition.
I'm wearing a police officer gear and I'm saying like, oh yeah, I'm a police officer too. Again, let's go back to the donut shop scenario.
Sure.
It's free donut day for military. I'm walking in my greens. Heard it was free donut day. Stolen valor?
Stolen valor.
If it's you're
in a full uniform.
If it's free donut day for cops day, walking in some cop gear that I got off of Amazon or some shit. Heard it was free donut day.
Maybe it is considered stolen valor.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
But I don't think it is. I feel like stolen valor is reserved. That term is reserved strictly for military.
I understand it is used only for military. I'm just saying that I think that it can be applied to really any other like job that requires some sort of, I don't know, just some sort of like whatever it takes. Because again, not every military member sees combat, so that by that definition, stolen valor,
the definition that you said, dangerous or in combat.
Yeah, especially in combat. Like, not everyone sees combat. So like, how can so if I've never seen combat, does stolen valor still apply?
I think so. Again. Okay,
Saying.
this is what I'm saying.
It's just weird though, because it's like if I impersonate a cop, I only get to say, "Oh, you're impersonating a cop."
Yeah.
Not
like I said. I think that term,
valor.
I think that phrase is strictly.
It is
only for military.
But I'm saying
so you can't really say that for that situation of it.
Expand it because
you want to expand the definition.
I would like to say if people are impersonating other dangerous jobs, yes, that's stolen valor because you're doing that definition. You're impersonating someone who does a dangerous job, and again, that definition doesn't necessarily say seeking benefits. It just says that stolen valor is a term used for people who it literally says impersonate military people.
Yeah.
But if I impersonate a cop or I impersonate a fireman or a doctor or anything, like that
falls under that definition of danger combat.
I think so.
I'm trying to look it up right now to see if wearing a uniform, like a police uniform,
is a crime.
It is a crime for sure, but it definitely is. That's 100%. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that.
I'm a cop too. You can't give me a ticket.
But I don't know if it's considered stolen valor. What if they have their own definition of stolen valor, but it's in their ranks of like police or firefighters or the deep sea divers?
I just think they say impersonating. You hear people say, "Oh, this person got in trouble for impersonating a cop, impersonating a doctor," like our homie on the from. Not
the
you,
gynecologist,
but the
audience member. We have him.
Not the audience member. The photo that was shown. That gentleman, they only said that he was impersonating a doctor. Like they just used the word impersonating.
So maybe
but
it does
impersonating, because like I said, impersonating can just be me pretending to be like, oh, I'm gonna impersonate, I don't know, Batman. Does that mean I'm fucking Batman? No, I'm doing a bit.
You could be, but
never seen us two in the same room.
Who knows? Maybe.
I just think
maybe it does apply, and I just don't know because I just know that phrase from a military standpoint.
I don't think it does apply, and that's what I'm trying to say. That I think we should be able to expand that to
other professions.
Because again, there's probably cops who have seen more danger than there's some military members. Mm-hmm. Some firemen have seen more danger than some military members. So how can you say stolen valor, and the definition of the word valor is someone who does a job that requires courage in the face of danger, especially in battle, when not everyone sees battle in the military. Mm-hmm. But there are people, normally who work jobs that aren't military that see battle
in their own ways.
Yeah. People, like I said, firemen.
I feel like it's hard to say and knock a fireman because they be fighting the flames, but I feel like the closest definition.
But also they also handle like medical shit. So if like say like a guy's tweaking out on drugs and stabs a fucking fireman, like that's danger. No. And you're in battle because you got to subdue someone who has a weapon. Like it's like that's a dangerous job.
So first responders then. They have they have
the right to the stolen valor.
The ambulance drivers.
That's dangerous. You gotta drive people to safety.
They ain't gonna get shot. You think they're gonna get shot for taking someone to save them?
It's a dangerous job.
What's the danger? The danger is not on them though. The danger is with the person in the ambulance.
Why? If people don't get out of the way and you can't do your job.
I thought you said you're gonna run over people, kind of thing.
No, it's like if cars don't get out of your way, you can't deliver your.
That's not battle, though.
The definition just says especially in battle. That doesn't necessarily mean 100%. The definition says having courage in the face of danger.
I don't know. I feel like the closest thing that would apply to it would be a police officer. Because like you said, they do handle a lot of like situations in the community, whatever, that face that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Welcome to our 30-minute
Hey,
conversation.
I know. I was supposed to give advice. Now I'm
That
I was talking about stolen valor. What the hell?
That is my advice. I need advice. Why
Start
can't
off with it. Just with it.
why can't we use stolen valor for other fucking jobs? That's the advice I need. Give me your answer. Why can't we?
Again, for my answer, I feel like that term or that phrase is reserved for the military.
That's not an answer to my question.
That is a fucking answer. What do you mean?
My question is, why can't we use stolen valor for other jobs?
I thought mine was pretty valid.
You just said that it's because
it applies only personally, it only applies to military members.
that doesn't explain like why you think that.
We went on a whole 30-minute tangent to explain this. What do you mean?
All right. I'm getting
Tyson.
looks from the audience. To keep moving. All
right.
We'll move on. Sorry, guys. Fuck, gee, sorry. Just trying to get some information. Eman, help! My boyfriend refuses to kiss me. It's been 3 years.
He don't love you.
I'm a guy. My boyfriend of 3 years is wonderful. I love him so much and want to spend my life with him. We're compatible in our beliefs and values, and even on things we disagree on, we remain respectful and work to find solutions rather than dwelling on the problems.
It's a friendship.
His presence alone is enough to relax me on my most stressful days without even saying a word. We've been talking about marriage and we have been living together for a year, and I want to run full ahead into this next chapter in our lives. But there's one problem. He won't kiss me. When we had our first few dates and he didn't make a move to kiss me, I thought it was a cute and gentlemanly thing to do, and that he might be old-fashioned like that. Skip forward some months into our relationship, and when he still hadn't made a move to kiss me, I decided to make the move. He recoiled and immediately apologized, saying that he has issues with mouth stuff and that he could not do kissing or other oral stuff. At the time, he seemed so frazzled and sincere that I told him it was okay and that it wasn't a problem without really thinking about it. I asked his sister about this years into the relationship, and she nodded and said that makes sense. She then went on to explain he's always been weird about his mouth and recalled the constant struggle of their mother to get him to brush his teeth. Don't worry, he brushes his teeth on his own now, but he looks on the verge of tears every time he does it. He won't even kiss people on the cheek or let them kiss him. Their childhood doctor has recommended seeing a therapist, but their mother hadn't been able to afford it when they were younger. Well, 3 years into a relationship, and I think it's a problem. I've now gone 3 years without a romantic kiss. I once tried to sneak a kiss to show him it wasn't as bad as he thought, and he threw up. I'm sorry. On the surface, it isn't that bad. Honestly, I don't think about it constantly like something I die without. But from time to time, I find myself wanting to kiss my boyfriend. I've thought about bringing it up, going to therapy about it, but it feels like I'd be doing that only for selfish reasons. He seems to have no desire to change this aspect of his life. I don't know if this is a deal breaker, but I know it's something that I'm going to miss, and I feel uneasy picturing a future without ever kissing my future husband. How can I bring up that he should see a therapist about it without sounding like an ultimatum? Question number 1.
Okay.
Is there even a thing that a therapist would be able to help with? Question number 2. I honestly haven't ever heard of anyone else going through this, and if not, any tips for a marriage without kisses? Number 3. First of all, what are your thoughts? Overall thoughts.
Okay, first off, overall thoughts. First, I thought he didn't love you. Maybe he really does have an issue with, like, contact or, like, germs or something. But in the end, I feel like it's going to cause problems. Mainly because there's going to be a divide. You want this, he doesn't want that. You know, a relationship, especially if you're going to get married, you're going to want that compromise. You want to be safe and feel like happy with each other. But if you feel like it's one-sided, he's not going to kiss you, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I feel like it's going to cause problems down the road. Shit, I just lost my train of thought. Answering the first question, ultimatum.
Yeah. How can I bring this up? That he should see a therapist without sounding like an ultimatum.
Maybe it's a matter of just bringing it up calmly, to the person. Like, hey, It's been 3 years. I still don't understand why you don't want to kiss me. I don't know if he's told her. It doesn't really say in the thing, but
You said he has a problem with mouse stuff.
yeah. But then it's like, what about it? Like, let me understand it. Give me more understanding. Like, what did something happen to you as a child? Like, is it mental trauma? Is it emotional trauma? Like, what kind of thing are you facing? I feel like that would be the biggest one. Coming up and just being very calm about it, being able to bring it up in a way where it's like he feels safe and not attacked, but then also in a way where you're able to get answers clearly without like feeling like you're on the defensive. If that makes sense. So that's number one. What was number two?
Number two, you can't answer that because it's about a therapist, and you would be committing stolen valor as a therapist.
Stupid.
So, number three, any tips for a marriage without kisses?
First off, we're already doing stolen valor then, if that's the case. Giving out unsolicited therapy advice over here.
Is this stolen valor? Being podcasters? Are we up to the level?
I don't
calling
know.
ourselves podcasters?
I don't know anymore. Anyway.
We could be committing stolen valor against real podcasters.
All right. No, we're real podcasters for sure. All right. I'm sorry. Can you?
Any tips for a marriage without kisses?
I don't think it's gonna get far, to be honest. You want this emotional connection. You want this physical connection. He's not giving it to you. Like I said, it's gonna be a problem down the road. Either you guys are gonna fight about it more. You guys are gonna become more distant, and ultimately, like, I feel like that would happen if there's no communication or like no reasoning as to why there is. For all I know, he might not like you. He's just there because he's stuck with you and he's not afraid to say bye. He's just being cordial. She's happy with him.
They're two guys.
Oh, two guys.
Yeah, I said that in the beginning.
Shit. Then he might be straight. I don't know. Who knows?
Sorry.
I mean, that's valid. That's valid. There's a lot of. It's like it goes vice versa too. A lot of people do that too. And
I wasn't laughing at your answer. That's not what I was expecting. But okay.
Oh, I mean,
that is your advice.
Again, I just think it comes down to a communication issue. I mean, no disrespect or nothing like that, But yeah, I don't think you're gonna get very far if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. First off,
sorry.
How you gonna get married,
and
then the kiss is supposed to seal the deal, right? Usually in like that kind of like a traditional.
Well, would it be traditional?
Well, I don't know. Would it be? It can be.
Make a high five.
See, it can be. Or if you're in the court, I don't know how courtroom weddings are. I've never really talked to anyone that got married in a courtroom.
They're the same. You just don't have the party.
And you have a kiss though, right? By the power invested in me, the state of California, you may now kiss, yada yada.
Yeah, but even if you're like, I mean, you don't have to. You don't have.
There's something wrong. There's something wrong if you don't.
Not necessarily.
So you're gonna tell me if you had the option? Actually, you do have the option.
That's what I'm saying. You have the option to.
Yeah, but it's like you're putting your fucking thoughts in your own partner's head. Like, oh, why the fuck are you gonna kiss me? Or like. To me, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it could be something that's deep rooted in childhood or trauma or whatever. But yeah.
All right. Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
Next question. Help! I just uncovered a shocking scandal in the office Secret Santa exchange.
Sick.
Do you have a Secret Santa exchange at work?
Not at work.
Okay. With the holiday season upon us, I have a relatively low stakes question for you. For context, I work in a department of a large hospital. Each year we do a Secret Santa gift exchange with a $20 limit. We turn in gifts after they are purchased to our manager, who holds on to them until we come pick them up. The reason I say that is to clarify that there is not a public exchange where you may see what somebody else got. And we are also never told who our Secret Santa was. I think some people share who they had, but for context, I have been with the company for many years and never found out who had me. The other day, several coworkers and I were talking about the exchange, and one of them mentioned that she never stays within the limit and always buys more. A couple of other people echoed the same sentiment and said that they find it hard to stick to the limit. So in some years, they spent as much as $100 to $120. I find this problematic because, as a rule, I always try to stick to the limits for these types of exchanges. That way, everything is fair and equal. I don't think I'm the only one. It's a small enough department, though, that a handful of people aren't sticking to the limit. That's a significant amount of the gifts that will be more expensive than others. I don't want to spend $100 on a Secret Santa, but in the culture of the organization is that I want to know that I can decide if I want to go over the limit or if I should. I'm guessing based on the gifts that I was given over the years that at least once or twice my gift was well above $20 worth of small items, but it was so hard to tell. I don't want to give a bad gift, or if someone finds out that their Secret Santa is me, I don't want to be seen as a Scrooge. I wish everyone would play by the rules. What say you?
I think it's a valid point. I mean, there's a limit in there for a reason. The first thing I thought about when this story was going on was The Office, in the episode where Michael gets an iPod for his gift, and everyone else is like, "What the fuck? Like, I didn't get no iPod. I want an iPod," and they're trying to steal it and stuff. I think that's a valid reason, because that could happen. You know, people are gonna get jealous. People are gonna get upset. They're gonna feel like their gift is inferior, or that the gift that they're receiving is not up to that standard. I feel like if your limit's at 20 and you're spending $30 or whatever, like $10 over the limit's cool. But if it's like $20 and then you're spending 50 and up, I feel like that might cause some concerns. But then again, I don't know. Some gifts don't look like they cost $20, $15, but in your eyes, they're like fucking $60. So maybe that's a confusion too, you know? Maybe everyone is under the limit. It's just they went to TJ Maxx or Ross or Marshall's and got good deals, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. I think she
Sure.
she's valid for feeling that way, but I don't know. It's hard to say because everyone's different, you know. Everyone perceives money differently and receiving gifts differently and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe someone's trying to fucking flirt with the person that their Secret Santa is or whatever, and they're just like, I'm gonna give it a little extra, you know? So who knows? Sorry that you're not getting the gifts that you would like from your company, but it's a company white elephant. You know, don't what's the word? Dread on it? No, not dread. Don't dwell on it.
All right.
Are these valid? I feel like they're pretty valid.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with her. I mean, I feel like if there's a limit, like everyone should stick to the limit. Like obviously, like I get it. Like if I know, I definitely have seen people who have, you know, I haven't done like a Secret Santa for like a company or anything, but like from what I've seen, I know people like you have to fill like sort of like cards to be like, here's my likes and dislikes or whatever. So if you have someone who like doesn't give you any information, you're like, well, I don't know what to give someone who doesn't like tell me what they like or don't like.
The perfect gift card or card?
What?
Gas card.
Okay. But yeah, so I mean, like, if you want to give them a physical item and not just a gift card, then it's like, I can see how, you know, a limit can be difficult because it's like, well, I don't know, like, what to do. But yeah, I would just be like, it's not hard to find things.
Or general
that are
items.
$20.
You know?
Yeah, you know, it's like, everyone can use, like, good pair of socks. Socks are $20. Less than $20, you can get a, you know, just a, you know, you just
practical things.
Yeah, practical things. So like, I think if there's a limit, like everyone, you know, should stick to the limit. So yeah, because I mean, even though you're not like telling like who's getting what from who or who's receiving what from who, like, you know, like just hearing that, like I would say for her, like it makes you kind of feel like, oh, what the fuck, like everyone else is like
why'd I get
doing
this?
crazy
Or,
shit,
like,
and like I'm over here doing like the bare minimum. Like I didn't know that there was
making you look bad at that.
Yeah,
point.
exactly. When it's like you said, like it could either be say like up to whatever, or 20 is the limit. Like that should be like the max. Like there shouldn't be like anyone like that has the need to go over. And if there is someone who has that, like, I mean, like you said, I think like maybe like $10 over is like
I feel like that's
acceptable.
a
If we're going
reasonable
$80 more than like the limit. Like
It's like you're doing
it's-
something extra. Like there's something behind that.
I guess.
Maybe just do white elephant. This is why I don't like Secret Santa. If I was in a company setting, because for one, what if I don't know the person? It's a random draw at that point. White elephant, no one is gonna go above that limit, bro. No one is gonna go above that limit. So it's like it's all even or about even, right? So I think white elephant's the way to go for instead of Secret Santa.
All right. And last question I have for you, Doctor. My mother-in-law is a very tidy-looking person and wears clean, hip-looking clothes and does her hair nicely and nice makeup. Her home is generally immaculate. There's one incredibly repulsive and mystifying habit about her that I get upset about. It's gross.
This is the mom, right?
The person is talking about the mother-in-law.
Okay. Oh, mother-in-law. Okay.
It's gross. You ready for it?
Yep.
She doesn't wash her hands after using the bathroom. I have said things like, can you confirm our hand soap is full? Or how do you like the guest towels we left out? Or before she's gone into the bathroom, I'll call out, we just put out fresh hand towels. She hasn't gotten the hint. It's very disgusting to me. How can I get her to wash her hands?
That's hard, bro. That one's hard, actually. First off, if you're not washing your hands, just wash your hands. That's easy. But I don't know. Like, that's also a thing on them too. Like, what are they doing? If she's like touching stuff with her hands, like food or whatever, I'd be like, oh, please wash your hands.
Well, of course.
Or if you're really upset and like you're like, man, I can't stand this. She has germs on her after she used the bathroom, right? Just be like, all right, guys, everyone, here's some hand sanitizer. Bro, solve the problem right then and there. Easy.
Nice. Yeah.
Don't even have to fight about or try to like dig at it and be like, hey, you see the new soap? Does it smell good? Oh, can I smell your hands? I want to smell the soap. Like, the fuck? Just fucking get a hand sanitizer bottle. All right, guys, everyone, before we eat, let's just all use hand sanitizer. Make sure everyone's clean.
You can. I like that. You can like stage like, oh, let's go outside and touch dirt, and then come back and say, okay, everyone, like let's all wash our hands. Everyone get in line so we can all wash our hands because we were outside just touching dirt. So there's proof. Go to the bathroom. We all right, everyone outside. Let's go.
I feel like that would be the reason.
And then,
but because like they're going to the bathroom, like that's their, like you don't know what they're doing behind closed doors, right? I mean, I would fucking hope that they wash their hands.
Well, she doesn't.
But yeah, she doesn't. But then, like again, easy solution. Before anything happens, big ass bottle of hand sanitizer. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
And what if she just passes it? Like she.
Oh shit.
Like what if she just doesn't use it?
At that point,
she just gets a thank you. It just goes just straight over. It's just.
That's a good one. Actually, it's your mother-in-law, bro. You're gonna have to talk to your wife or husband. Oh,
sorry, Eman has to go fix the camera. But yeah, I mean, she could just say fuck it and just not,
I would test the limits.
Well, like bring like soap. Everyone, look at this brand new soap I just got. Everyone, rub your hands on it.
Wait, the audience can't hear. So
the audience is fine.
Sorry. The viewers can't hear the audience.
He's fine.
All right.
Okay, well, let's continue.
Yeah, hand sanitizer. And then if she passes it on, bro, that's a talk after dinner or after whatever, and you're like talking to your significant other. And you're like, hey man, your mom don't wash her hands.
Yeah.
You need to tell them to wash her hands. Or at least take some hand sanitizer. Don't be passing that. I feel like that's not your problem, even though it is something that affects you. But in reality, I don't think that's your problem to handle. That's on their side of the family. But you could bring it up to your significant other.
Say it's like Christmas.
Okay.
Christmas Eve. Everyone, you're eating. You're grabbing all the
things,
kids. You're giving presents. Mother-in-law's gotta go to the bathroom. She just, we was just eating that mac and cheese, and she's lactose intolerant.
Oh shit!
And she don't wash her hands after she comes out, and she's touching the kids' presents and giving hugs and all that shit. Like, then it becomes your problem, because then when she starts going around touching everyone and handing things around, and
don't hand her the presents. Don't let her hand out presents. Nah, that's hard. That's a grandma at that point.
Yeah.
That's a hard one, actually. I don't know how to solve that. I don't think there is a solving unless you like talk to the significant others, like, and have them talk to the mom. That's hard. Cleanliness. I'm really trying to think right now. How would you solve it?
Until I came up with that fantastic sidebar, I would also probably, I like the idea of just passing around like the hand
making it a group
sanitizer.
thing, right?
Yeah, just having everyone do it. But then, like I said, if she just passes,
You threw that curveball there.
That's a wrench
Yeah.
that I didn't even expect.
You threw that curveball in there.
I came up with the fucking wrench. I didn't even know that was gonna happen. But yeah, I mean, either that or. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would say, yeah, making it a group
Effort.
a group activity is probably the only way that I can see it. So it's not like,
fuck it. If you have kids, you tell your kids to go to the grandma or the mom-in-law and be like, "Can you teach me how to wash my hands? Or can you wash my hands with me, bro?" She'll never say no to the kids.
yeah. What if she was like, "Hey, she turns it on and goes, put your hands in the water."
No, then
Just
that's
guides you.
You
She's
train
not using her.
You
hands,
train
she
your
just tells
child.
you.
You train your child.
No.
What?
You could just.
Audience is saying no on my part.
Because again, you could just be like, you turn the water on, put your hands in, put soap in, and wash it. Like, I don't have to do anything. Like, I don't have to show you how it's done. I can tell you, and you can figure it out.
Or you just get their hands dirty on accident.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We go like once she's done with the bathroom, we go touch dirt. We go do something like, oh, can you help me repot this plant? I know we're about to eat dinner, but I need you to help me repot this plant. And now there's dirt on your hands. You're gonna eat with dirt? You know?
Oh no, man. You never know. Imagine.
And if she does, then we
quick
have
rinse. Just a quick rinse, and then it's like
just a quick rinse.
Oh.
Just a paper towel. Just wipe it off real quick. Maybe she could be like hydrophobic.
I mean, I sure, but hand sanitizer, I don't know.
Hydrophobic is hydrophobic.
Look it. What can you do that's non-hydrophobic to clean
Just
your-
soap.
That's hydrophobic. You got to use.
No, water is hydrophobic. Wet wipes, but that's wet though. Like, it still can leave like wetness. Like, if you don't like things being wet, you need to find like dry.
Would you ever? So like, if you like your mother-in-law, if you had a mother-in-law, or your mother-in-law, yeah, and she didn't wash her hand, you would say anything?
Yeah, I think I would. I would probably confront my significant other first to be like, "Does your mom wash her hands?" And then.
Yeah, right. But it's not your battle to fight.
Not in the beginning. I would try to gather all the information first. I'm like, your mom doesn't wash her hands. hit him with a real Thanksgiving heater. Hit him with a honey, come here.
Sidebar, the little sidebar from the main dinner table.
Do you know your mom doesn't wash her hands? Just so I can get information. I just need to know.
And then
if there's other people that know.
What if you found out your significant other is like, oh yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, then that whole family's got to burn, I guess. Everyone's got to go down. Shit, I don't know.
They said whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
For real. And that is crazy though, because how do you even know that?
What?
Like, I would say the majority of the time, you go to the bathroom, right? I don't like sniff your hands afterwards or feel your hands. I just have a normal morality sense that I would hope that you just wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, right? And you say the same thing for me. Like, most of the time, like, you go to the hands, you wash your hands, and you dry them off. So when you come back, your hands are usually dry by the time you come back. So, like, how do you know whether or not like
They actually wash their hands.
Well, yeah, like for all I know, you could not wash your hands, and I've known you for all these years.
My hands.
So it's like, how do you know? Like, unless you're just watching like the bathroom, and you like your ears on the door, like I don't hear that fucking faucet running.
No. I mean, if you're waiting in line for the bathroom, and then like you just hear the straight flush, and then the door opens, yeah,
while it's still going down, the door just opens. You're like, what the fuck? Wait.
Wait a minute.
There's no extra time between the door opening and the fucking lever coming up. The lever's still on the way up, and the door is opening. Like, what the fuck?
I feel like that's the only way you'll catch them at that point.
Yeah, I guess. Because, like I'm saying, like, as far as I know, like, I'm not here sniffing anyone's hands. Like,
honesty is best policy.
I just assume everyone does it.
I hope, morality. It's morality at that point.
Stolen Valor of what? Washing hands? You're impersonating someone who's washing your hands. No, guys, trust me. I wash my hands. I've been washing my hands for years. Okay, prove it. Oh, fuck. Arrest him. Arrest this guy. Stolen Valor is crazy. It is fucking.
You kind of made me think about it a little bit now. More about it.
And what have you come up with?
No, I mean, I feel like I still think it's reserved for military, but I do think it could apply to like first responders and everyone who does deal with danger in their work. So
okay, guess what this episode's going to be titled? The boys commit stolen valor.
Wow, I hope we get a lot of hits after that.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be the end of the podcast. Early 2024, first episode out, and we're done.
Love it.
Didn't even make it through the year.
Through the month.
This is still the first inning. The fucking first inning of the year. The game just started. This tip off. And we're already done. But yeah. Well, thank you, Doctor, for your wonderful insight. We always appreciate you for all of your fantastic thoughts and reasons.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. And Eman is back. Regular old Eman is back, and we're here. Yeah. So yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Your 2023 was good. Any remarkable things that happened to you? I don't remember.
I can't even remember what I did last week, man. I have the worst memory ever. Mm-hmm. So I can't remember. I would have to look in my archives.
You don't have a favorite moment off top of your head of
2023?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. Time is an illusion. Fucking, I live in the moment. I like that, right?
Okay. Yeah, I feel that. It is. Yeah. Anything else you need to get off your chest?
Off my chest? No, I got everything off. Pretty set.
Cool. Dude, I'm so invested. This is also for the audience member. I'm so pissed I didn't get to Wano by the end of the year, man.
The One Piece adventure continues.
My One Piece journey, I was so fucking close. I was so close, dude.
Oh, man.
I just wanted to get to it before the end of the year. How far are you?
Like, how much do you have left?
Honestly, I have 9 episodes in this last arc.
You're right there, bro.
I have 9 episodes in this last arc, and then I looked for the next arc. There's only 3 episodes, so I'm literally 12 episodes away.
Bro, binge it all tonight.
I'll do it by the end of this week. So I'll be in Wano by the second week of 2024. But I was really banking that I would be able to get there.
You were close though.
I was so
12
close.
episodes.
I could almost taste it. That's how close I was.
If the holidays didn't happen, you would probably be there. Exactly.
Most definitely. If Christmas wasn't a big deal or New Year's I wasn't busy, I definitely probably could have got there. But yeah, man, I think it's also starting to like hit me that like I'm catching up, and then
you gotta wait for the new arc.
I don't know what's gonna happen next, and I'm worried because I've been on a fucking bullet train for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I know you. No, I think more than that, dude.
No, I don't even think it's been that long.
You started in June, I think. June or July.
Yeah, Maybe.
It's close to 6 months, I think.
Yeah, let's
but-
just say 6 months. I've been on a bullet train for 6 months.
But that's crazy how long it takes for you to get from episode 1 to episode 1,000 something.
Oh yeah, 1,100 audience member. 1,090 something. Still.
1,000 plus. 1,000 plus.
Yeah, and I mean, thank God that 1,076, not 86, 1,086. And the new arc is supposed to start this month, though, right? The newest one's I think it's supposed to start this month, sometime like the second or third week of January. But yeah, once I cannot use One Pace anymore, I'm gonna be very sad because then I'm
watch the fillers. You're watching all the fillers now.
Then I'm just caught up, and I'm like, whoa, I know that the end times are coming, and I'm so scared.
Ooh, it's getting there, huh?
I'm so scared.
Ooh.
Because
I just started it, so I still got a ways to go. But
yeah. How do you feel, audience member?
You shouldn't be starting a new show when you promised me.
oh, okay. So
Explain that.
so
it's just we've already talked. Eman, takes his own advice. He doesn't, listen to anyone else.
I started Naruto. I did One Piece. I just didn't do a Singles Inferno, which the audience member is referring to because
Show for a show.
it was a show for a show. I had him watch, what was it? Love is Blind, I think, for like season 2, and I will fault myself. I did say I was gonna watch Singles Inferno, season 2 specifically.
2024 growth.
It's 2024.
Admittance and acceptance.
Yeah, see, learning. I'm becoming a better person, so I'll probably start that.
Admitting Stolen Valor?
Stop it.
Admitting Stolen Valor is someone who
Stop this.
who agrees and accepts their faults.
Nah, bro. People who commit Stolen Valor, they commit to the bit, bro. They ain't trying to get caught up at all.
Yeah.
They could be saying the worst things and the wrong things, and they're still like, "Yep, I'm 100% right."
Yep. But yes, continue. Sorry.
So, 2024, one of the goals: watch Singles Inferno season 2.
You have 12 months to get there.
I give myself to the end of the month. Give me some time. But end of the month, audience member, you could quote me on that. Clip this video after, and then if I don't, I'm not gonna implicate myself. We'll figure that out off camera.
Stolen Valor gets wins. No one will ever know, I guess, right? Fuck it. I guess no one will ever know the truth. Shit. Well, all right, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with us and checking it out. Another episode done. 2024 is here. Yeah, Eman, where can they find you?
Hit me up on Instagram at Mountain Everything else I don't want you to find. Tyson?
Make sure you guys go check out the show at Too Good For You Pod on all of our socials. Our Instagram has all the links to that shit. You know how to work a link in the bio, so do that. Go follow us on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and comment, and all that shit to let us know that you enjoy the show, and we appreciate it. And you can follow me at Tyson X Phillip on all my socials. And with that, cutie patooties, we will commit Stolen Valor with you guys next week.